My fellow liberty lovers, I stand before you this morning to share my view of the state of liberty in Pennsylvania. We have gathered in Harrisburg to celebrate liberty and its unvarnished meaning. I stand in front of you not as a leader, but as a fellow lover of liberty. I do so with great faith that the fight for liberty is a fight that will not be lost. I stand beside you as we proclaim liberty throughout all the land. Pennsylvania is a commonwealth, which makes us an independent community governed by the people, and we are the people. We owe it to the men and women who fought the fight long before you and me to continue that fight while educating truth and liberty. We start in our own backyards. Over time, those backyards will become our school boards, our counties, our commonwealth, and our country. Each of us were born equally free and independent, yet slowly that inherent right is being taken away. We are born with rules and laws stating the what-nots, whereas our founding fathers told us the what-ares. We are born in debt, a debt not that you can pay off, but simply a debt you will be forced to pass on to your children. We are born not a free and independent, but as slaves forced to work simply to make ends meet. Power is inherent in the people, and all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their peace, safety, and happiness. Our brothers and sisters are fighting overseas in an endless war to educate the meaning of liberty. The goal was to free the people from their own governments. But are they any more free than we are today? Our safety is commonly used to expand government powers. And when we are in need of safety, it's just not there. For the advancement of these ends, we the people have at all times an inalienable and indefeasible right to alter, reform, or abolish our government. Our elections shall be free and equal, but a large majority of Pennsylvanians are locked out of voting in primary elections, and only for not choosing a party. Those same people unable to vote watch as their tax dollars help pay that expense. The primary was intended to allow more to run, but only allows the party to position a candidate for the general election. Pennsylvania, we are far away from free and equal elections. The right of the citizens to bear arms in defense of themselves and the state shall not be questioned. To buy a legal gun, I am questioned and reviewed. To carry a legal gun, I am questioned and reviewed. To buy or carry an illegal gun, I am not questioned, reviewed, discussed, verified, or inventoried. Laws that prohibit an act only benefit those willing to ignore the law to break another law or someone's inherent right to liberty. A person wants to break into one of two houses. There's an NRA sticker on door number 1, there isn't on door number 2. Which one does he feel a little safer entering? This is proof that liberty is under attack in the Commonwealth, under attack by law and by taxation. And when used in combination, as we are witnessing today, our liberty is vanishing quicker than ever before. What can we do today and tomorrow to regain liberty, freedom, and our independence? We start with the oath of office. When elected, every official must state this oath. I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity. Obey and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth. The oath is sacred. The men and women that stood before and said those same words is put aside by the lack of respect those words demand today. The oath should be viewed as a verbal contract between the elected and we the people. When you violate that oath, it's like violating your oath and commitment you made to your wife or husband. And I'm not married, by the way. There are legislators that have admitted to not reading the 2 documents included in that oath. How can you support, obey, or defend a document you have never read? In a marriage, if you violate the oath, your partner files for divorce. You cannot even take the time. If you cannot even take the time to read the documents, then why do we want you in that chair? It is time we demand they resign. Let them run again after they have read and understand the meaning. We are constantly asked to trust those in office. But if we cannot trust their first act, how can we trust any act thereafter? This year, Pennsylvania passed the budget on July 6th. 6 days late. The news might not tell you that. It was on time according to them. But it depended on $850 million in funding from D.C. and the General Assembly to pass a severance tax on natural gas by October 1st, which as far as I know that has yet to be done. It also relied on the transfer of $331 million into the general fund from other accounts held by the state. Pennsylvania has to make cuts. We have to cut the feeding tube to D.C., and we the people must start replacing those incumbents and party politicians with public servants. There are many independent grassroots groups that make the audience in this room today. The majority of those groups are focused on national policy and politics. Although we must maintain that pressure nationally, the fight we cannot afford to lose is the fight at the local and state level. Nationally, there are trillions of dollars, thousands of lobbyists, and a stronger enemy against liberty compared to the state level. I think I needed a comma in there somewhere. But okay. The Constitution told the federal government what it can do. Everything else was given to the states. The states have to stop telling D.C. that it cannot do what it is doing. And when it does, a legal battle follows. We must stay strong and patient, and we will win victory after victory. The purpose of this conference is to build confidence and honor in we the people. Encourage each other to run for those local and state offices. Run as Republicans and Democrats and independent citizens. The classrooms over the next 48 hours will provide you that confidence to leave here and start organizing a campaign. The forums tomorrow will allow leaders of the groups here to share and network with the other leaders in the room. It gives your group the opportunity to shine. What's working in your local area might work in my local area. The power of the grassroots starts with each one of us. Of course, in between, we have great speakers. Sheriff Richard Mack, State Representative Sam Rohr, and Firearm Owners Against Crime, Kim Stolfer. The weekend concludes with the PA Liberty Banquet and the presentation of the 2010 Liberty Post Award winner. This weekend is for the grassroots to grow, improve, and unite. Pennsylvania Revolution is here only to do the same and give every group a voice in Pennsylvania. The fight for liberty has really just begun. In 2010, we will witness a shift in power nationally. In 2011 and 2012, our local and state positions will begin a shift from politician to public servant. Thank you.